Bullying is an incredibly pervasive problem in students, and it's actually a pervasive problem in our culture in general. As a society, we don't know how to deal with our pain, so it gets displaced onto other people. We snap at our partner because we didn't get enough sleep, or we honk aggressively at a car that cuts in front of us because we're stressed that we're late. Our culture normalizes blaming other people for the way we feel. The media often glorifies this. The person with the loudest voice and the most force behind them seems to get their way a lot of the time. This sets the stage for widespread bullying because we've normalized aggression and domination. Bullying is when someone repeatedly takes their aggression out on someone else in a way that hurts the other person. And the person being hurt feels like there's no way they can stop it. This is more than just conflict or mean behavior because one person is dominating the other. Children and adolescents see people doing these behaviors all the time. So we're up against a great deal of negative role modeling when we try to stop them from bullying each other. As adults, when we intervene in bullying situations, the natural instinct is to want to protect the victim and punish the bully. This is a natural human response when we see this kind of domination and power imbalance. But the problem with this response is that we're inadvertently reinforcing the roles of victim and bully and keeping this power imbalance going. Being stuck in the role of victim or bully is what creates the worst outcomes for kids. There are kids who are chronically bullied everywhere they go, and there are kids who always find someone to bully. These are the ones that have the worst outcomes and are most likely to experience things like suicide or violence. We can stop these devastating outcomes by helping kids see that they're more alike than they are different, and teaching them different ways of responding to their emotions. The first thing we want to understand is that both the victim and the bully are in pain. One child has learned to dump their pain onto others, and the other child has learned to take on the pain of others. We can help shift these power imbalances between the two by treating them both the same. If we see bullying happening in the moment, we want to separate the two children and then give them some space to calm down. Or if it's being reported to us because it happened in the past, we can address it then and there. Have a conversation with each of them separately, asking what they were feeling, validating that feeling, and then helping them find ways they can change their own situation rather than you changing it for them. So to the student who bullied, you can say, "I saw you saying something mean. And I know you're a really caring person, so I wonder what made you act that way. What were you feeling?" They might say something like, "They were annoying me." And then you can say, "I understand how frustrating it can be when someone is annoying you." And then you set the boundary by saying something like, "It's not okay to treat people that way. What can you do differently, and how can you repair this situation?" And then you can deliver whatever consequence you've already established in the classroom. The most important thing is that you're taking them out of the role of bully and seeing their potential to change, which is what helps them see that potential too. For the student who is bullied, the conversation is the same. You can ask, "What were you feeling when they said that to you?" And then respond with empathy. "I'm so sorry that you had to go through that." Other people being mean is never your fault. It's always a result of their own pain. Then you can ask them what's one thing you can do to take care of your feelings or help yourself in this situation. See if they can come up with things themselves, and if they don't suggest it, you can say things like, "Walk away," or "Ignore them," or "Tell them to stop," or "Go find other friends." You can also suggest that they focus on changing their thoughts, like remembering it's not my fault, or thinking about people that care about me. So for both students, the response is the same. You want to remind them that you care about them, validate their feeling, and encourage them to find their own power to change the situation. You can also enlist the help of bystanders by helping them see the situation in a similar way. When students can see that people who bully and are bullied are the same as everyone else, it empowers them to make a difference too. The conversation with bystanders goes the same way. You can ask them how they're feeling when they see someone being bullied. Then validate their emotion. They might feel uncomfortable or scared. This is often what prevents people from standing up to bullies. But let them know that what they're feeling is normal and that you understand. Then ask them what they can do to help the situation. Help them brainstorm different responses they can have that help both the victim and the bully change. Like for instance, they can say something like, I saw you being mean to that person. I wonder what you were feeling that made you act that way. And I saw you being made fun of. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That would have made me feel really sad. Remember, it's not your fault. These responses help bystanders use their power positively to help their peers, which shifts the entire situation and benefits everyone, including the teachers.